everybody, how's it going? Darren here, welcome to the channel. Today I'll be reviewing the Both Lighting Chroma Cannon. So this is a battery operated, wireless, compact, affordable LED light. It's about the same size as a 12-ounce energy drink. And when Both Lighting Direct approached me to review this light, I wasn't super enthusiastic because Both Lighting already has a compact, affordable, battery operated wireless light. And that is the Both IR4. This mini part was definitely a game changer, and it's still one of the most popular uplights on the market today, and I absolutely love mine. This just does such a good job. I just feel like there's no need for this light. But this thing does have a few unique attributes that sets it apart from the IR4, so I'll go over that in this video. So you can pick these up in soft shell cases or hard shell cases. I got an 8-pack soft shell case. So you can see here it fits 8 of these. And it has 4 extra slots, so I'm sure you could put more of these cans in here. But for now, it just has like these chargers packaged. And this case also has like a little pouch where you can fit the remote controls. But yeah, these things are extremely affordable. You can pick this up from Both Lighting Direct for under 500 bucks. And I have a coupon code, Daryl code, that if you use at checkout, you'll save a few dollars. I'll have a link in the description below. You can buy these from Both Lighting USA as well. Rick Webb let me know that I have a code I can offer you guys that's even a higher percentage. I don't really care where you guys buy it from. Personally, I'd rather pay less for the same product. Like when I go out to eat, like at a nice restaurant, I don't valet park my car. I usually just go and park it myself. I've only heard great things from Both Lighting USA, so I'll leave a link to both in the description below and let you make the choice yourself. And to be honest, both of these are Ape Lab lighting knockoffs. And I really respect Ape Labs for having unique designs that like no other manufacturer has. Not many companies have a mini part like this, and not many companies have a can like this. So this can is not going to be as bright as the IR4, but its main selling point, in my opinion, is its unique projection pattern. When you use this as an uplight and you put it up against the surface, it kind of has like this wide flare. And I don't think it makes a great replacement for an uplight since it's less powerful, but I think this definitely has its purpose. Maybe for like small scale applications, for highlighting your DJ furniture, your facade. I have liked it in those scenarios. And you know, your aesthetic tastes may differ than mine. Like the flare, I could take it or leave it, but some people really like it. So you may find yourself in that situation. You may like these. The actual design of the unit is really minimalist. I got white ones since I'm trying to do a white setup this year. They also come in matte black, and I actually like the Both Lighting design more than the Ape Labs original. Because the Ape Labs just have like all this design and branding, and these are just dead simple. It just looks like a white can with your light right there. That's actually kind of cool. You can see inside of it. You can actually see the LED diode and all the different circuits. What's also cool about this light is that it has an adjustable lens, so you can change the degree of this light. And the other lights, like this American DJ Saber Spot Go, has like various filters to change like the degree of the light output. So this light, all you have to do is simply rotate it to adjust the beam angle. And the documentation says it's as little as 30 degrees and goes up to 65. I personally find that the beam may be tighter, like under 10 degrees, and you can rotate it all the way till the top comes off. Let me rotate that back on. And so here's an example of a tight beam versus like a narrow beam. Here's a comparison of the different beam angles. So wide, not screwed at all, medium, and narrow, about as narrow as it gets. It does take quite a few rotations to get it from one extreme to the other. I've heard some people use the analogy of a camera lens. They're actually about the same size. That's actually kind of cool. So this is a pretty wide range for a camera lens, 55 to 250. Just it takes a quarter turn, extend all the way. To adjust the focus on this thing takes a lot of turns. So this light I don't think would be like replace your uplights. And I've heard some people say that it would make a good like detail light, like a pin spot. So while it's definitely a good wattage, and I like some of the functionality this has compared to other pin spots, that it has a hex LED, so red, green, blue, white, amber, UV, opposed to most pin spots that only have like white or warm white. This doesn't have any mounting hardware included. It does have like this 1/4 inch thread right here, But I mean, what kind of hardware am I going to use this with to like be hanging it down? I don't know. It's just another barrier that complicates using this light. So when I have this fully extended at its tightest beam angle, like it's actually a pretty small beam, and so you could definitely use this for a detail light. I'm going to compare this to like this pin spot. So this pin spot's about a 2-degree angle, and this is definitely tighter than 30 degrees. So that's actually kind of cool. And just the way the lens is built, this pin spot has like a very uniform light output, while this one, you can kind of see a rainbow towards the edge of it. I think that's kind of by design. If you look at that lens, that's just kind of what that looks like. So that's just how the light output is. So while in theory, this could be like a pin spot, I don't think I would use it for that. And you could like have this hanging down onto your dance floor, but I mean, I think this one is a better choice because it comes with magnets, it comes with a hanging bracket, but I will say this is noticeably more compact, and this one is noticeably heavier. And I think this one definitely has a bigger footprint for smaller areas. I think that this booth looks really good with a little bit of light shown on it. But I think this part has a bigger footprint than I like. It takes away from like the sleekness of this booth. The can is quite a bit smaller, so that is even like more sleek. And so if I have one on each side, it just kind of gives a little bit of light, like a little bit of accenting to this booth, and I actually think it looks pretty cool. That is a way smaller footprint than this Both IR4, although it's quite a bit taller, so maybe that's more of a footprint in that way. So while it's nice that these are adjustable, I think it could be a nightmare to try to angle them to be the exact same beam angle, unless it's like all the way twisted at the bottom, like what you get when it's by default. Another thing I like about this Chroma Cannon is that it has a very familiar interface to the Both IR4. It has like the same touchscreen, it has the same 4 buttons. In fact, these ones are labeled, this one is not, so that's actually pretty cool. But something I liked about the Both IR4 is that it has like this nice button that's like really easy to turn on. But the Chroma Cannon has the quirk that you have to push down the enter button for like 3 seconds to turn it on. That's not like the most user-friendly, but yeah, I guess it's serviceable. Another quirk is that this light is meant to be operated like facing up like this, but that's like covers the menu entirely. So just like any light, probably the best workflow is DMX. And what's really nice is that this has the same 10-channel and 6-channel operational mode as the IR4. They're interchangeable. So if you're using this in sound switch, you can just use the IR4 profile. If you're using the sound switch shortcut, you can just use these interchangeably and it will just work. So that's actually kind of cool. And you can actually master slave these. So I have this on DMX channel 1. They're both on the red channel. It is blinking red, meaning it's receiving. I'm not able to get the remote to work with this light, but I can just change it to a different operational mode. So it's like this fade. And see how they're synced up together? You can turn this one on too. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Put this in DMX channel 1. So that is actually pretty cool. I just realized that this won't work with the IR4 because this is not an IR remote, this is an RF remote. So this has to be an RF mode, and then you can change the color, easy peasy, change the operational mode. But if you do have this synced to the IR4, then if you use the IR remote that's provided with the IR4, then this will sync along with it as well. So yeah, here's the IR4 versus the Chroma Cannon. The Chroma Cannon definitely has a more defined edge on its projection onto the wall. The IR4 is definitely way brighter. The IR4 is definitely like a knockoff of the Ape Labs Maxi. You know, the idea of being a mini par. This is obviously a knockoff of the Ape Can, which, you know, I don't think the Ape Can is my favorite light. I think the coin is kind of cool because of how small it is. It can fit in really small areas, but it's not battery powered, so I don't know how useful it is. I like the Ape sticks. I like how slim they are, but I don't like that they're not pixel mappable. I think that Both Lighting would do well to create like a light that's as big as the Astera AX1 or the Chauvet Wellsticks 180s. Just a 180 degree light that has no handle. I think that would be like a game changer for DJs, something that was affordable. Battery powered movers, I think would be really cool. Something brighter than like the 70, 60 watt option on the market. Chauvet gets really mad when I say it's a 60 watt mover. I'm just following like the official listings they have on like every single one of their partners' websites. Guitar Center, Sweetwater, it says it's 60 watts. Something that IR4 struggles with is like that type of color, like that, the lower end of the color temperature spectrum. I mean, it does cool white really well, but I mean, I think it'd be better if we had like more warm white options, because I think that's what looks best as wedding DJs at a lot of our venues. I've never used the UV on my light. I've never seen a chip that had like warm white and white and amber, but if we could have one, that might be kind of cool. I would replace all my lights in a heartbeat if it had that functionality. Before I give you my opinion on this light, there's just a couple of other features I need to mention. So the light projection pattern has like this color aberration around the edges, and that's just normal. That's just how this light was designed. Even the Ape Labs version does it. And just like the both IR4, like the Ape Labs version really gets its selling point from the music mode. It's the best sound active mode I've ever seen, and it just seems like the most trouble-free setup out of like any of these professional lighting systems I've seen. No DMX required. It just kind of turns on and it's pretty good. For me in my workflow, I like DMX, so I think this is a better option for me. It's like more affordable too. And this little charger right here, when you get the soft shell case, you have to like plug in one of these chargers to charge it, presumably having it upside down in its case. But if you get the hard shell case, this just kind of sits in there and it just charges itself. So that's pretty cool. This is a pretty symmetrical shape, and this is right in the center, so this might not be as finicky as some of the other things I've seen that have a similar design. So what do I think of the Both Lighting Chroma Cannon? So I think that there's a lot to like about this light. It's battery operated, it's wireless, it has hex colors, it's compact, and it's affordable. I came into this review slightly skeptical, thinking the Both IR4 offers everything that this light offers, and it does everything better. I think that my opinion largely remains the same, but I do like the unique projection pattern. And I do like this small compact size. I think that this would do well for certain areas, like for my DJ booth. Do I think these are a game changer and the DJs should be utilizing both of these at their events? I don't think so. For me and my company, we're just gonna stick with the Both IR4. I still don't know what I'm gonna do with these. Maybe I'll reuse this case as an energy drink holder. It fits pretty nicely. And with the padding, I might actually keep it cool. Well, thank you so much for watching this video. What are your thoughts on this light? I am super interested to know. I think I'm missing something because a lot of people are very excited about this light. So let me know what you think down in the comments below. Please smash like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.